Hello, good people. This is Avril Atala, and today's Inward Portrait is all about Julia Roberts. Julia Fiona Roberts was born in Atlanta, Georgia on October the 28th, 1967. Her parents had an acting school and taught Martin Luther King Jr.'s children. As a reward, Coretta Scott King paid for the hospital fees associated with the birth of Julia Roberts. Growing up, money was very scarce for Julia's parents. They fought about it until they divorced when Julia was just 3 years old. Julia's brother Eric, who was 12 years older than her, was making a name for himself as an actor. He even starred in a film called King of the Gypsies. After high school, Julia moved to New York City to pursue acting and got signed to Click Models. Her brother Eric helped her get casted in movies, even one called Blood Red, a film that he starred in too. Things started looking up for Julia shortly afterwards. She booked 2 TV shows, Miami Vice and then Crime Story. Julia's managers and agents had to lie to get her a main character role in the film Satisfaction, a film about a girl band. She had to know how to play an instrument, which she didn't. She got the role, and while filming, she started sleeping with the fellow actor on set, Liam Nelson. He was her ticket to Hollywood. They moved in together at his Venice Beach home, and he was 12 years older than the 19-year-old Julia. And while out swimming one day in the Pacific Ocean near their home, she caught spinal meningitis and nearly died. Julia recovered and moved on to film Still Magnolias. On set, she started dating actor Dylan McDermott. This upset Liam, and he was heartbroken, but Julia was on a mission. At 23, Julia was starring opposite actor Richard Gere in the iconic film Pretty Woman. She scored her first Oscar nomination for the movie. She flirted heavily with Richard during filming, but he was not willing to claim her. She broke it off with Dylan, who came to set one day when they were filming the steamy sex scene. Her brother Eric became a drug addict, and he was jealous of Julia's success, so they fell out and haven't spoken. But Julia kept going, and she started filming the movie Flatliners, where she started dating on-set actor Kiefer Sutherland. Kiefer was married with children, but Julia got her way, and he left his family and they started dating publicly. Julia is a good time on set. She makes the crew laugh and she cracks jokes. Her personality is generally witty. By this time, Julia was such a star that the studio paid for her and Kiefer's wedding. It was $1 million affair, a huge marketing event to promote the big stars. Before the day, Julia met Kiefer's good friend Jason Patrick and instantly fell in love with him. And 4 days before the wedding, Julia called it off and started dating Kiefer's friend. In all fairness, Kiefer was having a public affair with the stripper. In 1992, Julia started filming The Pelican Brief opposite Denzel Washington. Did they hook up? Well, it's not confirmed. But very soon after filming, she marries Lyle Lovett, a country singer, on June 25, 1993. Their relationship did not go well. They never even lived together. Lyle admits that they haven't spent more than 6 consecutive days together. They divorced amicably in 1995. Julia threw herself into her career and made movies that were not so successful at the box office. About 3 years passed with these not-so-great movies. Then, while out at dinner in Hollywood, she saw actor Benjamin Bratt and sent him a note with a bottle to his table. He laughed it off. The next day, they went on a proper date, and in no time, she started dating Benjamin Bratt, the Law and Order actor, in 1997. In 1999, Julia started filming the movie Erin Brockovich. This was when she received $20 million for her role. In 2001, she won her first Oscar for Best Actress for the role in the movie. 3 months later, she broke it off with Benjamin, citing that he wanted a family and she wasn't ready. However, actually, Julia was interested in another man, Danny Moder. She and Danny, the cameraman, was having an affair on set of the 2001 movie The Mexican. Danny was married to Vera Moder. During this time, Julia was wrapping up the film Ocean's 11 movie. 6 months later, Julia and Danny were married on July 4th, 2002. They now have 3 children, twins Hazel and Phineas. It was around this time that Eric, Julia's brother, was at the hospital for their births, so yes, they reconciled. Julia's third child, Henry, was born 2007. In 2009, Julia signed a lucrative $20 million deal to become Lacomb's brand ambassador. She has over 40 movies under her belt. She's friends with George Clooney, Brad Pitt, and Denzel Washington. She is starring alongside George Clooney in the 2022 movie Ticket to Paradise. Julia had a plan to social climb her way to the top of the A-list. She betted and befriended as many men in high places as she could before her age caught up to her. This is not to disregard or diminish her talent, but it is a clear observation that this was the 90s, and it was basically the only way unknown female talent can get ahead in Hollywood. And Julia definitely did her thing. She is America's sweetheart with a radiant smile, still. Julia is a forever star that will continue to shine. Hello good people, this is Avril Hatala, and I want to remind you that some things being shared in this video is under the Fair Use Copyright Act of 1976. The comments and opinion in this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only.